Assalamu alaikum my dear students. Hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEVS Homeschool. I am Nasima Akhtar, Assistant Teacher of Science, National Ideal English Version School, Morning Shift. Dear students, today I am going to take a science class for class 7 students. Dear students, our today's topic is chapter 2. Today we will read lesson 1 to 5 of this chapter. Let's see today's topic from here. Students, our today's topic is chapter 2 and this is today we will read lesson 1 to 5 and this is lecture number 2. This is lecture number 2 and our today's HW number is 1 number HW. So dear students, let's begin the class. Look at here. This is chapter 2 and the name of this chapter is Cellular Organization of Plants and Animals. And this is page number 13. Students, this is page number 13 of your science book and here is lesson 1 and 2. Description of a plant cell. At first we will learn about description of a plant cell. Body of all organisms is composed of one or more cells. A typical plant cell comprises of two parts, cell wall and protoplasm. Cell wall and protoplasm. Cell wall. In plant cell there is a hard and thick non-living wall which is called cell wall. It is composed of cellulose. It is composed of cellulose. Students, you can underline this line. In plant cell, there is a hard and thick non-living wall which is called cell wall. It is composed of cellulose. Animal cell do not have this wall. Underline this line also. Animal cell do not have this wall. It is covered with thin membrane. It is covered with thin membrane. In animal cell, cell wall is absent. It is covered with thin membrane called plasma membrane. The main function of cell wall is to protect the living parts of the cell and delimiting the boundary of the cell. Now protoplasm. Protoplasm is semi-solid. Protoplasm is semi-solid, jelly-like, sticky and granular living substance. Protoplasm is semi-solid, jelly-like, sticky and granular living substance. Signs of life are emerged due to various reactions within the protoplasm. It is composed of various organic and inorganic substances. It is composed of various organic and inorganic substances. The water constitutes the 67 to 90% of the protoplasm. The water constitutes the 67 to 90% of protoplasm. Protoplasm contains cytoplasm and nucleus, which are the two main parts of the cell. Now cytoplasm. Cytoplasm, jelly-like substance outside the nucleus, is named as cytoplasm. Look at here, this one is a plant cell and here is the nucleus and here is cytoplasm. Jelly-like substance outside the nucleus is named as cytoplasm. Living structures inside cytoplasm that take part in various physiological activities of the cell are called cytoplasmic organelles. In a typical cell, normally the following organelles are found: plastid, mitochondria, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, 5 number ribosome, 6 number lysosome and centriole. Look at here, this one is a plant cell and this here is the center of this cell is here is large vacuole and here is cell wall, and this cell wall is the special characteristics of a plant cell, and here is plasma membrane, cytoplasmic matrix, rough endoplasmic reticulum. Here is rough endoplasmic reticulum. This one is rough because ribosome attached with this endoplasmic reticulum. And here is smooth endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, nuclear pore here. Between two nuclear membrane, here is nuclear pore, nucleolus, here is dense circular inside this nucleus, here is nucleolus, and chromatin fiber inside the nucleus, and inside the nucleus here is nucleoplasm, and here is intercellular space. This one is Golgi body, and here is mitochondria, and this one is chloroplast. And here is animal cell. This one is animal cell, and here is microvilli, plasma membrane, no cell wall is present here. And here is small vacuole, Golgi body, lysosome, mitochondria, rough endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome, nuclear membrane, nucleolus, nuclear pore, and chromatin fiber. And here is centriole. This one is centriole, centrosome, and endoplasmic reticulum. Students, now come to here this page, 14 number page, cell vacuole. Cellular living organelles and non-living substances are present in the cytoplasm. In plant cell, non-living substances include various reserved foods, excreted and excreted substances. In cytoplasm, there are large and small vacuoles full of liquid substance. This is called cell sap. These are called cell vacuole. Usually, animal cells do not have cell vacuole, but in certain cells, when vacuoles are present, they are very small in size. Underline this line, students. In plant cells, large number of vacuoles are present and their size are comparatively large. Different organic acids, salt, carbohydrates, protein, etc. are present in soluble form in the vacuoles and make up cell sap. Students, now come to here lesson 3 to 5. Here is introduction of cell organelles. Small living structures covered with definite membranes present in cytoplasm are the cell organelles. Short discussion of the structures are given below. First here is plastid. Plastid, round or elliptical organelles with or without pigment present in living cell are the plastid. Underline this line also. Normally, animal cells do not have plastid. And this one is the special characteristics of a plant cell. This organelle is a unique characteristics of plant cell. Underline this line also. The primary functions. The primary function of plastids are synthesis of food, pigmentation and storage of food. Depending on the presence and absence of pigments, plastids are of two types. Chromoplastid or colored plastid, and leucoplastid or colorless plastid. Chromoplastid are two kinds, chloroplast and chromoplast. Chromoplastid are two types, chloroplast and chromoplast. It has three parts such as covering membrane, grana and stroma. Chloroplasts are present in green parts and contain chlorophyll pigment. Its main function is to help photosynthesis process. Chromoplasts produce various colors in flower petals and fruits. During ripening of green fruits, chloroplasts are converted to chromoplasts and produce variation of color in the fruit. The brilliant red color of tomatoes you see is due to lycopene pigment found in chromoplast. In chromoplasm, yellow, orange and red color pigments are present. Leucoplasts are present in plant part where light cannot reach, such as plastids of root cells. Leucoplasts, when exposed to sunlight, convert to chloroplast. You might have seen that when green grass is covered with brick, grass become white. The chloroplast of these grasses become white. When the brick is taken away, the white grass gradually becomes green due to sun ray. It is proved that one type of chloroplast may be changed to another type. Now mitochondria. Small rod-like organelles dispersed in cytoplasm of plant and animal cell are mitochondria. Every mitochondrion is surrounded by two layers of membrane. Outer layer is smooth, but the inner one is folded inward like fingers. These are called cristae. Mitochondria is the source of all energy used in metabolic activities in an organism. So it is called powerhouse. Because mitochondria is the source of all energy used in metabolic activities in an organism. Number of mitochondria is large in green plants cell, but the number is more than 1000 in liver cells. Now Golgi body. These are round or thread-like organelles covered by membrane and lie near the nucleus. Its functions is to secrete enzyme, hormones, etc. Now centriole. Near the nucleus of an animal cell, there are two tube-like organelles called centriole. Centriole is usually covered by non-granular transparent cytoplasm. This part is called centrosome. Normally, centriole is absent in plant cell, but lower plant like fungi have centrioles. The main function of centriole is to form aster during cell division in animal cell. Students, now nucleus, this organelle is very important. Dense part of protoplasm covered by membrane is nucleus. Every nucleus consists of four parts: nuclear membrane, nucleolus, nuclear reticulum and nucleoplasm. Best time for examine nuclear part is in interphase stage just before the cell division. Four parts of nucleus are described below. 1 number point, nuclear membrane. The double layered membrane which surrounded the nucleus is nuclear membrane. This membrane is extensively porous. These pores are called nuclear pore. Pore means hole, the gap between these two membranes. Now come to here 16 number page. Functions of nuclear membrane are to establish linkage between cytoplasm and nuclear materials and to protect the nucleus. Now nucleoplasm, jelly-like granular transparent semi-solid matter covered by the membrane is the nucleoplasm or karyolymph. It functions as matrix for chromosome, nucleus and controls physiologic activities of the nucleus. Now 3 number, nucleolus. Inside the nucleus there is a small round, bright and comparatively dense structure known as the nucleolus. Normally one nucleolus is present in a nucleus. 4 number, nuclear reticulum or chromatin fiber, intertwined thread-like structure floating in nucleoplasm is called nuclear reticulum or chromatin fiber. At the time of cell division, nuclear reticulum breaks into pieces. Each pieces is called chromosome. Students, look at here this picture. Here is nuclear membrane. Outside of this nucleus, this one is nuclear membrane. Here is dense round shape. This one is nucleolus, and here is inside this nucleus jelly-like substance is nucleoplasm, and between two nuclear membrane here is nucleopore. Here is nucleopore, and inside this nucleus here is thread-like structure. This one is chromatin fiber or nuclear reticulum. Students, now I will give you HW. Our today's HW number is 1 number HW, and your HW will be make 5 MCQ. Make 5 MCQ. From these lessons, your HW will be make 5 MCQ from this lesson 1 to lesson 5. So dear students, I hope you have understood today's topic. Keep practice it at home and do your assigned SW in your SW copy. So dear students, stay home and we'll see you again in our next class.